Here in problem number 91, we're given a data table with x values and values of f prime, the derivative of some function f. And we're asked to identify which statement must be true. Now, this is key, which statement must be true. A couple of them could be true, but only one of them must be true. Let's get started one at a time. Part A, option A, they say the graph is concave up, graph of f. Well, what that means is then f prime prime is positive on the entire interval. All right, so check this out. If you want to find f prime prime, we can find the rate of change of f prime. Let's look on this first interval. From -2 to 2, the change in x is 2, and from 3 to 1, the change in f prime is -2. Well, the change in f prime over the change in x, -2 over 2 is -1. The change in f prime over x is f prime prime. So here's a case where f prime prime is negative. Option A is out. Option B, the graph of f has at least 2 points of inflection. Okay, so let's see what that means. It means f prime prime changes signs at least 2 times. Now the reason they say at least 2 times, not exactly 2 times, is because we don't know what's going on in between these data points. We don't know what happens on the interval, say between 0 and 3. So I can't say with certainty exactly how many inflection points there'll be, but let's take a look and see if there are at least 2. F prime changes, f prime decreases from 3 to 1, and then f prime increases from 1 to 4. So there's an inflection point somewhere in there because f prime prime changes signs. And f prime increases from 4 to 7, and then f prime decreases from 7 to 5. Well, if f prime is decreasing, f prime prime is negative. If f prime is increasing, then f prime prime is positive. Therefore, option B is correct. Now let's discuss the reasons why the other options are not possible for this problem. Option C, f is increasing. That means f prime is positive everywhere. Well, looking at the data table, f prime has all these positive values listed. However, we don't know what's going on. For example, say in an interval between 0 and 3, maybe f prime somewhere in that interval goes to, say, -1 or -1.2 or negative something. It could happen. We can't assume anything is happening between the data points given. So even though option C could be true, option C is not a situation that it must be true. F has no critical points. Okay, that means f prime prime is never 0 or f prime prime is never undefined. Again, we can't say that with certainty because we can't assume anything that's going on in between the data points. Maybe f prime is 0 somewhere in there. So even though statement D could be true, I cannot conclude that statement D must be true. And E, f has at least 2 relative extrema. Now this is a tricky one. If the interval was a closed interval, say from -2 to 6, the extreme value theorem tells us there would be an absolute max and an absolute min. But this is an open interval, so we cannot conclude that there must be 2 extreme values. All right, hopefully this video was helpful. Thank you for watching.